Hey, fellow traders. Reviewing trades for today, January 16th. And today has been quite a good day, well, except for one trade. So, if we start out with my P&L, I'm currently got 1.3k locked in, and then I'm minus 3.3k with an open position on Apple. Yeah, average right over here, but we'll see about how that one ends. So if we look at the trades right here, we got TSM as my first trade. TSM was basically a breakout under the VWAP, looking like it want to go higher. TSM has today been stronger than the rest of the market, and initially it came down, and I just had my stop right here under this red bar, and it came back up to break even, and when it started going down again I got out. So TSM was a minus 700 600 day. I did Tesla puts. Tesla and the market today was lower. My put entry was right here as it touched the VWAP, took out this green bar, and then came down. No, sorry, it was right here. Sorry, this breakdown right here that we mentioned earlier in the room. I got out for a nice profit at the beginning of the day. Then I did Nvidia. Nvidia puts was basically a failure to go higher and then breaking this trend line right here. So I was in right here as it had failed to go higher, and as it came down I got out for nice profit. Then I did Meta, both calls and puts. The Meta puts was not the best play. I was actually in the Meta puts right here as it touched over here, and it came down and I didn't get out, and then it got up and I was out was um, quite a lot negative, and then when it came back down I just got out for a small profit. Then later I did Meta calls. uh, Sorry, I did over here was my Meta entry. It was actually uh, kind of the same as the Tesla, a breakdown. And then it came up a lot and I was out of it. And when it came down, I got out again. My Meta calls play was over here. You see, now it started trading above the VWAP and the 5 minute. So I got into calls right here. And then when it popped, I got out for profit. I did BA. Um, for me, BA looks higher. You see, it has been going up, pierced 200, then came back down as a bull flag, and right now it has touched the weekly moving averages, so I'm expecting this to go higher. You'll see on the 15-minute that today it had this breakout above previous high, above this previous height, and it came back down. I got into puts calls right here, with the 5 minute actually being here, but then as it came down into the VWAP and 15, I added, and then I got out for a nice profit right here. Also, I'm in long-term calls now that it has broken this level that I have pointed out earlier, and I'm holding my calls to at least up here, hopefully. Then we're in Amazon. Amazon was a really bad trade today. You see, Amazon was whipping up and down, up and down. Initially, I got into puts with the 5 minute kind of consolidating, looking lower. I was in puts right here. I also added at this top as it was about to come down. Uh, Over here, I was in a good profit, but then it came back down and up and down, and then it started to trade above the VWAP and the 5 minutes. So I got out, and then as it came back up a second time, I was like, okay, now I think that this is bear bullish. So I got in. I was in a little bit of a pickle right here, and then I got out over here for a good profit. I was in AMD. Uh, this was a puts play. I was actually in it as a red bar ignored. You see, it came down here, had a large green bar into the wheel, into the 5 minute, and it got ignored, and then it took it out. So I got into puts right here, and this chopped around, and I actually ended up getting out for a loss over here because it, in the end, didn't manage to go lower. And lastly, we're in the Apple puts, Apple calls. This was called in the room. I got in a little bit later at when he added, and then I also added a little bit too much. So hopefully this can come up, and if it comes up all the way to the VWAP, then we'll be positive net because there would be a less than 1K loss probably, but we'll see. So all in all, today was a good day except for this trade, and yeah, another day in the books.